In this video we'll just go over formatting text inside of WordPress. So when people make pages or new posts, sometimes they struggle with setting out the text, and they end up making everything bold or italic to get people to take notice of it, when it's much better to use the headings and other HTML elements that come along with it, and it's better for SEO as well. So if we put some text into our editor, as a default it all comes out as paragraph text. We can switch to the text view, but it doesn't really show, but WordPress will wrap each paragraph in paragraph tags for HTML, which looks pretty much like that. So that's what gets generated on the front end of the site. Switch back to the visual view, and you have some basic tools up here where you can make lists, block quote, horizontal line, align stuff, make links, etc. But if you want the rest of it, go to toolbar toggle and press that, and then you'll get all the headings as well. So say we want another heading in here. If we want to make those actual headings in HTML, we can go to the paragraph drop down box there, and that will give us all the headings. So heading 1 is usually the very top of your page, and that will usually be generated by WordPress as a default, and that will be the page name as well. So good SEO practices and just generally good practices is to make subheadings H2 and down. So we can make that one an H2. We can make that one an H3. So on and so forth. You can also make pieces of text bold and italic, and you can also make lists. Each time you hit return and put a new piece onto a new line, it will create another bullet point. When you come to the end of your list, you might notice that if you hit return again, it just makes one. So if we hit it twice, that will bump us out of the list, and then you can keep just typing as normal. Another thing that can be a bit of a pain is when I hit return there, it makes a new paragraph, and if I want this to be part of the same paragraph but just on a different line, oops, rather than hit just return, hit shift return, and that will put it directly under. So it's like a soft break rather than a hard break, making a new paragraph. So that's pretty much how it works. There's other tools like changing the text color, justifying it left and right, putting an underline on it, things like that. So play around, but be aware that changing the text color does fill up your HTML with inline styles, so be careful when you're doing that. Sometimes it's better to just change stuff with CSS rather than change it sort of in the page with inline styles.